blockade. The driver tells
Gonna
his
do the
commander that the
Reborn channel
opposing
today
forces are
for
taking
Christmas,
fire, which
so
you
they've
can
got
hear
more
in the
time of wearing their
background.
pajamas. Otherwise, I'm gonna wear them one day. Did you wonder what I was doing then, babe? And I've got. Oh, don't think it matters if it's upside down.
The driver
Did you wonder
then
what I was
hops
doing then?
outside and fires in the direction of the opposing forces. Following some back and forth,
I
the
thought
driver
then they
arms
can have a
himself
whole
and
day of wearing
crosses
it
the
tomorrow because
desert
I'm
in
busy
open
tomorrow.
view to cover his brothers in arms.
I don't think I'm gonna have the chance tomorrow to do it, and I'm not gonna wear it for
Load the
long.
man into one of the Humvees,
Because
and then
Christmas
there's
Day
a
they
good
got
amount of running
outfits.
back and forth between the barricade and the Humvee. At some point, they load up to head off. It's unclear whether
Don't
the
feel like
opposing
it can see
forces
me
stood down.
very well.
There's the scary standoff was handled textbook by these men. Number 11, Wolf Encounter. If you've ever wondered
But I'll
what
put
it's
this
like
on
to be a
tomorrow,
tame
obviously.
dog coming face to face
So,
with a wolf pack,
Be tomorrow.
this
Today,
video shows
I don't know if I'm
sadly
putting it up on
just
Christmas
that.
Eve.
Svensic Jake published his footage in October of 2015, writing, 4-year-old Swedish elk hound Clara attacked by 2 wolves outside Sun Municipality. For a long moment, they watch each other. Then brave Clara approaches the wolf, likely thinking he is harmless. After sniffing around, the wolf attacks. The dog yelps as the wolf snaps at her repeatedly. This scary incident, in the point of view of Clara, the Swedish elk hound, is harrowing. It lasts nearly 10 minutes, and Clara managed to survive in part due to the vest, which, according to Svensic Jake, was equipped with steel specially made for protecting against wolf attacks.
Well, I'll live it.
Thankfully, Clara lived to tell the tale.
Well, as soon as I made it. And then
Number 10,
I'll show it.
Poltergeist. Setting up your GoPro to capture unusual activity in your home can sometimes turn up things of the paranormal variety. Mellowbird found exactly that when he set up his GoPro, angled towards the kitchen area of his home. The footage shows the oven door in the far end of the room falling slowly open. Maybe the poltergeist wants to cook something. Then, closer to the camera, a door to the right opens. Next, inexplicably, a chair falls over onto the floor. This is not the first poltergeist video captured by Mellowbird. This YouTuber's house seems to be extra creepy, as a number of the commenters note. Many in the comments section suggest that the uploader have his home blessed, but most are just freaked out about all the paranormal activity, as am I. Number 9, The Worker. If you're going to enter an abandoned hospital, you better have some patience, because you might just come across some squatters. Ruin Road published this footage in April of 2017, writing, "Sketchiest encounter yet." The footage was taken at United Community Hospital, an abandoned hospital in Detroit, Michigan. Even approaching the building is haunting.
That's the one
the team heads inside, and it looks just about how you'd imagined it. Hollowed out graffiti on every surface, water dripping from who knows where. As they explore the abandoned hospital, they find graffiti with an arrow pointing down some stairs. They head down to find a long, creepy room, the morgue. But it isn't until later in their exploration that they shine their flashlight and camera into a room and hear a voice.
Christmas Day morning.
It grunts and the YouTuber responds with a hi, and then quickly turns to leave. Their pace quickens to a double step and then a run, as whomever they just encountered seems to be in hot pursuit. "We're getting out of here right now," the cameraman says. Downstairs and outside in the much less creepy light of day, the cameraman is called over by another man and given a lecture about how he's trespassing on this site. Apparently, the man who they'd run into on the second floor of the building was watching this exchange from above and yelled down to the man on the ground, "You're not supposed to be here either." The man on the ground, who claims to be a worker, then proceeds to offer the YouTuber a tour of the building for a little cash.
By the way, time you watch this. So obviously not Christmas Eve just yet.
Okay.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, then it's Christmas Day.
Okay, I have my
Full vlogs going on this
The
week.
worker claims that they're redeveloping the building knocking down walls but keeping the steel frame intact. I'd have to agree with the consensus in the comments of this video that El Toro was not in fact a security guard or a worker. Number 8. The Creature. Encounters with strangers in abandoned places and the paranormal are scary enough. So what happens when you encounter some type of humanoid creature in the middle of a forest? Strange Videos published this footage in December 2016. The footage is taken in the woods. You can hear birds singing and chirping. It seems like a calming, pleasant, peaceful nature walk. Then you spot it. Down the center of the shot creeps past a dark creature. It's hard to tell what the figure is at this distance, but its shoulders are hunched and the way it moves makes it seem not of this world. A closer shot of the creature calls its species even further into question. Most in the comments of the video seem to agree that it's not a Bigfoot. The gait and the creature's arm length seem to invalidate the Bigfoot theory.
Basically.
So what else could this creature possibly be? Without any additional footage, there will be no way to tell for sure. Number 7.
Tiny baby.
Fire alarm.
Very, very tiny baby.
Imagine you were walking past an abandoned factory when you saw this. Edge Ninja published this terrifying video in March of 2017,
in his little
although it was recorded all the way back in 2013.
How cute he looks.
Edge Ninja explains, the factory, as it was dubbed, had been an eerie fixture in our neighborhood since before my family even moved in.
He hasn't worn pajamas
in 30 years, I never saw a single person or vehicle go in or out. The YouTuber walks around the building to confirm that the lights are flashing in multiple ways.
He looks adorable.
Even creepier as Edge Ninja zooms in on a light in a stairwell near the end of the video. YouTuber Oreo the Wolf Fox points out a ghoulish image in the left window, what appears to be a face. Cue the shivers. This building is no longer abandoned. It was renovated and is now used as a factory for a watch company. One wonders if the new factory workers have crossed paths with this creepy figure in the window. Number 6. Witch Encounter. Have you ever gone on a real-life witch hunt? Way of Vlogs has, and he published his scary encounter in June of 2016, writing, "Finally found where the witch has been living." The YouTuber must have posted other videos of the witch prior to searching for her abode. In this footage, he claims that these stick crosses that he's come across in the woods indicate where the witch he encountered is living. He says there's logs in this wooded area and ceremonial things, although none of that is shown. Then he points out the strangest thing, a teepee made of sticks. As he's filming the teepee, something sets him on edge. He pans around and off to the left stands a woman with jet black hair dressed in white. She's unmoving, but her presence there is unnerving enough to make the YouTuber hightail it out of there. What would you do if you came across this lady in the forest at night? Number 5. Abandoned House. Located in Bobcaygeon, Ontario, Canada. This abandoned house has got some hidden secrets, and they're secrets you don't want to know. Published by .do's Urban Exploration in April of 2013, the YouTuber writes, "So I am not a believer in the paranormal, ghosts, spirits, or that type of thing, but I do accept odd things happen from time to time. What happened yesterday has caused me to consider being a little more open-minded. So what happened yesterday?" He goes on to explain that the creepy abandoned house that they decided to explore sits about half a kilometer back from the road, alongside a barn and some other outlying buildings. The house appears boarded up, but after ducking under a boarded-in storage area of the house, the YouTuber soon discovered a way inside, an open door. Inside, household furnishings are scattered everywhere. As the camera swings around, a door to the right opens and then falls closed. It continues to move jarringly. A short time later, while the door is still moving and creaking, they shove through and find nothing on the other side. After entering another disheveled room, the camera swings round.
It's alright, Bells. It's
just a spray. Upstairs to explore
it makes the
smell
not this flat
and then
smell
the video
really,
cuts
really
out
nice.
and the pair are back outside the boarded up home. He explains that though the feeling and sounds likely don't translate to the viewer, they were incredibly frightening and loud. While creeping around the home, putting the YouTuber and his partner on edge. One of these sinister sounds was that of someone else walking inside the home, another something heavy being dragged over the floorboards. He also wrote that when they left, it felt like they were being followed. Watch and see if you feel the experience, or if this was a case of you just had to be there. Number 4, found video. What happens when you find a GoPro with found footage? More Bad Ideas published this video of his findings in July of 2017. The video starts with a YouTuber mounting a motorbike that he's going to take for a spin.
That size, that's
After
what they
about
are.
10 minutes of riding footage,
So very
cut to the footage on this GoPro he discovered. When he opens the GoPro, a piece of paper falls out. It reads GORB 56546434, a password. He plugs this password in, and he finds his nightmares on video.
There.
First shown is a masked being, creepy as ever.
Actually, where's your ball?
Is this mannequin-like figure moving sporadically towards the camera, with creepy carnival music playing in the background. The next is a young man holding a skull, talking about how you have to make sure it's the real thing in order for someone to pay good money for it.
Definitely not your mom.
Then back to the masked being. This is when the YouTuber shuts the video down and wipes the memory card clean. Many in the comments think this video is cursed.
Now I'm gonna do
you feel differently after watching it. Number 3, Ghost. Ghostly girls are enough to scare a pack of boys at night. Published by L. Kevin in November of 2017. The title in Spanish reads, A ghost girl gets out in Mexico's Pantheon. The video begins with a bunch of guys running off and shining a flashlight towards some trees. It's unclear what they've seen there, but they start shouting in Spanish over towards that area. One of them carries a large stick, likely as protection to use against whatever they saw there. As they continue to shout, the camera moves to one of the guys who's sitting on the ground, and when it turns back up again to the spot, there's a shadowy figure on the wall of the building. It appears to be a long-haired girl with her head tilted. They start walking away down a side road. Then one of them starts shouting, and they all start running. Although it's unclear what they saw, whatever it was must have been frightening enough to hop a fence to escape. As E. Mendez in the video's comments wrote, the one who searches finds. These boys found what they were looking for. I bet they won't dare search again. Number 2, The Door. Have you ever seen a door slam all on its own? Okay, but have you seen it happen in a creepy underground morgue? Steady Pop published this horrifying video in May of 2017, which begins scary and then escalates even further. As the camera wads into the darkness with a flickering lantern lighting a hallway, strange slamming noises are heard. You might be screaming, don't go down there at your computer screen right now, but the cameraman isn't listening.
Ready for Christmas Eve tomorrow. They're ready for tomorrow now. There we go.
He walks towards the hallway. And as he gets closer, you can see what's making that slamming noise.
My phone's the wrong way around.
It's a red door down at the end of